What if the life you dreamed of was not the life you woke up to? What if you gave your best years, your strength, your heart, only to find yourself standing in someone else's shadow? Have you ever loved and still felt empty? Have you ever been chosen, yet never desired? And have you ever wondered, where is God when love hurts this deeply? Tonight, we tell a story that is not comfortable, but it is honest. A story where marriage begins with deception, where love creates rivalry, and where the woman nobody wanted becomes the woman God never ignored. This is the story of Jacob, Leah, and Rachel, and before it ends, you may recognize yourself in one of them. Jacob walked alone into Haran. No army behind him, no certainty before him, only dust beneath his feet, and memories he could not outrun. He had deceived his brother. He had fractured his family, and now the deceiver was a wanderer. Yet even then, God was leading him somewhere new. Sometimes, God moves us forward by stripping everything familiar away. And then, at a well carved from ancient stone, Jacob saw her, Rachel. In one moment, weariness paused. Hope stood up again. She was beauty. She was gentleness. She was the promise of a future that looked kinder than the past. Jacob did not speak at first. Love often leaves us speechless. The stone was heavy, too heavy for one man, but Jacob pushed, not because the stone became lighter, but because love makes burdens feel possible. As dust rose into the air, Rachel watched, and a silent promise formed. I will wait, I will work, I will give everything. Jacob offered 7 years of his life. No gold, no land, only time. 7 years for Rachel, and Laban agreed. But behind polite words, something was already being planned. Not all agreements are made in honesty, and not all smiles mean goodwill. Days became months, months became years. Jacob labored under a merciless sun, hands scarred, body bent, yet the years felt short, because love makes waiting feel worthwhile, until waiting is no longer rewarded. Music filled the air. Fire torches danced. Joy overflowed. Jacob celebrated what he believed was answered prayer. But deception often arrives, disguised as celebration. And in the darkness, a destiny was quietly rearranged. Morning came, and with it, truth. Jacob's heart stopped. This was not Rachel. It was Leah. Shock rippled through one heart, but devastation lived in another. Because while Jacob felt betrayed, Leah had already been broken. Leah sat alone, married, but unwanted, accepted by custom, rejected by